Okay, I like the other side. This nut tool is so tight. I don't know why. So I'm going to undo all these bolts, the bearing caps, and lift the camshaft out on an angle and slip the chain off while the sprocket's still on there. I did that on the other side as well. The only thing is this may get in the way. We'll see. When you undo these bolts, undo all of them. Don't start one end, finish the other. Undo them slowly, all of them slowly, a little bit at a time, because don't forget there's a lot of pressure on the camshaft by the springs and valves. So you don't want to do any damage, because you've started at the front, worked your way to the back, and you'll probably end up twisting the rear bearing cap. So undo them all slowly so the camshaft evenly comes away from the head. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I've got the bearing caps off. They are marked, but check to make sure yours are marked too. If not, mark them with a pen so that you don't get the wrong ones and facing the wrong way. That would be detrimental. Alright, my wedges are in there. Now I have to attempt to possibly, without trying to damage the cam, not having much luck. Hang on. Whew. Oops, is that still watching? Yeah. Basically, you have to get one side to go off, slip off. There we go, and it's done. Then you can some face. Now I can get this bolt off much easier by clamping it without risking damaging any of the engine. So I'm going to go and remove this bolt now, and then I'm going to have to clean the new camshaft. I'm going to don't forget to blow out all the oil galleries, make sure they're all clear. Even blow them out with your mouth, make sure that they are really clear, because that was a second-hand set of camshafts that I had ground. So make sure all the oil passages are clear. So I'll take this sprocket off, clean the new camshaft, put this sprocket back on, and then well, I'll actually put the sprocket on afterwards while it's in there, because honestly you don't want to, it's much easier putting it on after the cam is in there. Putting it on with the chain like the way I just did it backwards is a lot harder. So I'll put the camshaft in without the sprocket, and then I'll put the sprocket on afterwards. Okay. And I'll catch you later after I've done that. Alright, got the new camshaft here. I'm just gonna put a bit of pre-lube on everything. This is a roller camshaft, and it doesn't need running in like a non-roller camshaft. So just some lubrication is okay, bit of graphite. Reason being is they don't rub on a metal surface like another camshaft does. They hit a flat surface like a lifter, and they need bedding in compound. These just roll on a bearing, so they don't need bedding in like a regular camshaft does. This is probably a bit unnecessary too, but there's no harm in it. Never clean these of the special coating they put on and then leave them sitting around for a few days because you'll get surface rust. Never ever do that. Clean them and leave them sitting around. Always leave the coating on them until you're ready to use it. Alright, you put it back on the way that the original came off. And I will show you what I mean. The sprocket here has the V8 near the notch. So, and that was top dead center. So that notch there will also need to be top dead center as you bolt this camshaft down. So the same as before, put the caps back on. I'm also going to put some lube under the caps and slowly tighten all of them down, little bit by little bit. There is no rush, people. One turn at a time once you have pressure, so that the camshaft goes down nice and even and flat. And then they need to be torqued down to about 8 pounds. So once I've done that, I will go and do the next step and show you how I adjust my solid lifters underneath the new camshaft. Okay, they're finger tight now. Just finger tight. I'm filming, and I'm just going to slowly take them up bit by bit. I use this because I'm lazy. These don't have to push down very fast, because when you have a cam ground for performance, they grind the back. They grind the back of the camshaft off, and as you can see, there's a lot of play in them now, so they don't take a lot to push back down. Anyway, they've got to come off anyway. I will now crack them loose again. And torque them to 8 pounds. And I will go and do that to all of them, and then I'll start adjusting the solid lifters.